You aware or not that Japanese is different thinking approach. They are
Oh
different
yeah,
culture, you
yeah,
know,
yeah. No, no,
right? But so
I
this
definitely
it
agree.
is peculiar or special people in the world. They are they did it before colonialism, but they don't know how to do that. But Japanese business style is they try to get 10 times. They try to get the 20% profit. These strange people, okay, they go to Africa, but they don't get 10 times profit, right? This
Right,
this is special.
right.
They invaded Southeast Asia, but actually, South Asian people never hate them because they try not take them all.
Right.
So this is, I think, we still Japanese culture. They have our business culture whatsoever, but I think we need to African people. They don't know who Japanese are. So we need to tell them what our culture, what our people is, what our value is. This
Right.
is different from Western world, right? Or
Well,
Chinese world.
that's a good point. Right, right. This is something that Japan could sell. I agree.
It means it's a good or bad, but too honest for everything, right?
Mhm.
Good point. Some cases bad point, right?
Right. Well, yeah, I can only say that this is very good because like ultimately these kinds of geopolitical games. Okay, that now we get that China gets access to all the natural resources in Kenya, but yeah, so it just prolongs the misery there. It's going to end up like the Middle East perhaps, um, just using a different strategy or different tools but the same strategy. Um, so that's a bad it's bad news for the world. It's very bad news for the world.
What? Middle East? What? China?
But what is happening right now? It reminds me of what happened in the Middle East. So Middle East had oil, and what, for example, England did in Iran when they British Petroleum and the British supported the king Pahlavi.
Oh,
Who
1970s
didn't
you are
have
talking about.
yeah, so it didn't have popular support, but still he could stay in power because he was supported by Western powers, by the British more or less. In exchange for that, the British got access to their oil, and so basically they used Pahlavi as a strawman to keep access to oil. And Pahlavi, being the king, he took that opportunity. Otherwise, he would never be able to sustain himself. Now, ultimately, what happened is that the pressure got up so high that what's his name, Khomeini, took over, and he plunged the country in a not so nice regime. But anything was better than keeping the king there.
Hmm.
So
But by the way,
yeah,
now is British
this year could
Petroleum. They are
repeat
not
itself.
involved in Iran, not anymore.
Sorry,
British
sorry.
Petroleum are involved in Iran, not anymore.
Yeah, I think probably not because there's this embargo, right? So they can't really do any
Yeah,
business with
yeah,
Iran
yeah.
anymore. They got kicked out by they probably got kicked out at the time that Khomeini took power.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure that
now is
initially that
Iran is more, of course, America make sanction for them, but Iran want to change, right? Open market. So they
right,
try to
right,
rebuild relationship with European petroleum. No,
sure.
I forget that the kind of I don't know, but I just ask question.
No, actually, so that there is this. Of course, they're trying to rebuild their relationship. They're trying to get back in. And
Yeah,
they're trying
my
to get
guess
the
is okay.
embargo lifted.
The revolution they took every asset from British Petroleum, but they tried to restart to rebuilding relationship. Okay, we're going to be reconsider for the asset in the past they got from BP. Kind of discussion. I don't know that they have or they, if they're going to join the Western world, they do something for them, right?
Yeah, sure. Sure, they try to get influence or
This is
rebuilding
what
of
I'm
relations.
so-called geopolitics, right?
Yeah.
Intrigue
But,
geopolitics,
mm, right.
right?
Right. But nowadays, I think more and more we are using different tools, different weapons to fight geopolitics. Not so much weapons, but more money, banks. It's more of a private enterprise that help us to maintain or grab control and use wherever there are weaknesses, wherever there are weak regimes, wherever there are opportunities, where there are natural resources, and we would like to have, we throw a little money at it and left and right and do it strategically enough to take control over those natural resources. It's
Well, I'm studying global, politics and economy in the past 2 years, and I got to know who Japanese are. This is very special people. So Westerners, how to utilize Japanese people, they will get beneficial because Japanese is honest and it's kind of people they don't chasing for lot of profit. Okay, and the Japanese
Right.
they do not know who are they. So I
So
didn't know that.
the good news about this is that they are actually honest, and if you're honest, well, they're honest to a certain extent. I mean, okay, so look at it from a okay, the bright perspective. I would say that definitely they're honest. They're not trying to overthrow a country, to take access of their natural, to take control over their natural resources, or try to destabilize countries. Have a grand strategy and say, okay, I'm not going to invest to make money next year. No, I'm going to make an investment to take control over the entire country in 20 years or 25 years. That's the kind of investment that China is making. They think long term. They think, okay, how can I really not make $100,000 profit next year, but how can I make $100 million in 20 years? That's interesting. But they are thinking this way, very strategic.
You're talking about
Long
China?
term. Yes.
Really?
So, but on the downside, I don't think that the Japanese are they don't think that's strategic, and they're not that honest. To be honest with you, I mean, they say, okay, we provide money to support your country,